I think fantasies are not so unachievable. I mean, you prove it on your show, but it's really a matter of thinking what you would really like and then reaching out for it. And we have just such a lady who has done this. Her name is Lynn Wade. And while she is not exactly the prime age to be a beauty contestant, she decided what the heck, she'd never done it before and she wanted to have a shot at it. She's from Desert Hot Springs, California, and she is the winner of the Eternal Youth Beauty Pageant. Now, I say she's not exactly the prime age. She worked under General Patton in World War II. She was in the Third Army during World War II. General Patton was her boss.
Really?
She is the winner this past weekend of a beauty contest, and I'd like you to meet her. Would you do that?
Oh,
Lynn Wade.
Lynn Wade. Was that the first contest you'd ever entered?
Yes, it is.
Well, bless your heart.
I want to tell you, she is so excited, Dinah, at having a chance to be here and meet you. This is the second thrill of your life, right?
Oh,
the first one was
really?
winning the beauty contest, and she has all kinds of things that she can talk about. I told you, General Patton, during World War II, she was a nurse. I think we may have to break here, and then why don't we come back and talk to Lynn?
Okay, love it. We'll be right back. Naturally, we're here with Charles Nelson Reilly, Lawrence Welk, as if anybody wouldn't know the moment they glanced at that face. Ricardo Montalban, back on Saturday nights, thank goodness, ABC, yes. Fantasy Island. Ken Minyard, who is our people watcher, has brought us a lovely lady named Lynn Wade, who has just won her first beauty contest, the Girl of Eternal Youth.
That's right.
What prompted you to enter?
Well, I saw an ad in the newspaper for contestants for women from 50 to 100 years of age. And I thought, well, what do I have to lose? I'm retired, and I'd like to enter it. I'd like to be a beauty queen. I'm never dreaming.
Listen, she could enter some contests for much younger ones. I know the answer to this, but why don't you tell the rest of the people here what your measurements are?
I'm a 36, 26, 35.
Not too bad, huh?
That's great.
Now, they had a swimsuit competition, didn't they?
That's right.
Wasn't that a little embarrassing for you?
No, not at all.
No?
No.
You didn't mind that?
No.
You have the figure that you're proud of, and you don't mind showing it off, huh?
That's right. And you mean you're worried about me showing my legs?
Oh, I wouldn't ask you to do that. But
well, I'm proud of my legs.
Are you showing?
My goodness.
My goodness.
Marlena Dietrich eats your heart out, right?
Yeah.
Do you have most beauty contests? They call it a beauty pageant. I always find whenever something is called a beauty pageant, it means a lot more is involved than just walking out in your evening gown and your swimsuit and all of that. What all was involved in this?
Well, this is the first beauty contest they've ever had for older women. So, well, they had the Marines from 29 Palms. I mean, 6 or 7. Their dress uniforms came out and took us on the stage on our arm, and we went out. And they had us to talk some, you know. And that's about.
How about Polynesian dancing? You also do that, don't you?
Well, I do Polynesian. I've been studying it since I retired. I'm a registered nurse, you know.
She has done all these things, you know.
You're a registered nurse, and you worked under General Patton. You've done Polynesian dancing, and you entered beauty. What else?
She's a model.
A model?
That's right. Dinah, when I was nursing, I used to work the hours I could go to school, and I just went to all kinds of schools, not to get degrees, but just to learn something.
To learn.
I just seem to be greedy for knowledge, you know.
Which is wonderful, and I think it shows. I think that's the thing that keeps you vital and alive and interested and young.
You know, Ricardo, when you were talking a little earlier, and your lovely poem about people and what you were saying about people, I think age is really such a relative thing. I think people like Lynn prove that, you know. They don't say, well, I'm getting old, I can't do this. They want to enter a beauty contest, or they want to go to nursing school, or they want to become a model, or whatever. They can do it. And I think Lawrence Welk proves the same thing. I really think the thing that makes a person old sometimes is right up here.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Do you mind if we ask you how old you are?
I'd be happy to tell you, Dinah. Last September the 24th, I was 73 years old.
Wow!
Well, now, to keep in the kind of shape where you're 36, 26, and 35,
You
usually
see
it
how
goes...
Lawrence is leaning forward? Sit back.
I was just about
See
ready.
that?
I was just about ready to ask you for a dance.
I think so. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, I just wouldn't. That's very good, Charles. I was just going to ask her about the thing I've been trying to get you to do.
Oh,
exercise.
right.
And diet, the proper diet, because if you have your bourbon and your popsicle and your...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he's got to have his Twinkie, his Hostess Twinkie, and his pasta, and his, you know, that. I'm sure you don't indulge in that kind of a diet, do you?
Well, not exactly, but...
Close.
I try to eat very intelligently. I've never gone on a diet, but I do walk 5 miles a day, the days that I can. And I'm
5 consecutive miles a day? That's not bad.
well, I live out there in the desert, you know, and I just get on a sunsuit and away I go.
A sunsuit and away you go. You don't worry about your skin in the desert and walking out there?
Well, I'm very careful with my face. I don't get it in the sun.
Uh-huh.
You know, I think we ought to thank a fellow from Desert Hot Springs. His name is Cole Eyraud. He is a member of the Chamber of Commerce. I should say he is a city councilman from Desert Hot Springs, and he escorted Lynn to see us today. Mr. Eyraud, thank you for coming and joining us, and congratulations on your beauty pageant there. That's a great idea.
Lynn, you said you were widowed and that you'd retired. You have a boyfriend?
Yes.
Several?
Well, I have really kind of have one.
One. You go steady. Where do you go when you go on a date?
Well, where other people go out to dinner.
Disco.
I was going to say.
What about General Patton? Can I ask you, did you know General Patton?
Well, I was in the Army Nurse Corps, and yes, I saw him. I was overseas. I was crossing this channel 9 days after D-Day, and I was on Omaha Beachhead.
My goodness.
And General Patton, I saw him around the hospital grounds. I mean, he didn't stop and talk to me.
What was your impression of it?
Well, I got my impression from the men, and they really liked him very, very much. They really did. All the soldiers thought he was just wonderful. But this was really some experience that I had over there. You know, I was very seriously injured in a landmine explosion just out of St. Lo the day before we took St. Lo. And I had a number of years that I had problems with getting over this, you know.
Really?
And all this inhumanity man that I saw. And I'm a sensitive soul, so it has been very difficult for me.
You're a very nice lady.
You are.
Thank you.
You certainly are, Lynn.
Lawrence, would you sit back, please?
I was... Don't become an old man. Don't become an old man. You got to admire people.
I know
like
that. It's
Do you know how to
wonderful.
dance?
Well, I can't dance like you and your girls do.
I just thought it would be nice to have you stop by sometime on my show and let me
What about right
hold you in
now?
my arms a little bit.
How about now?
What about right now?
Yeah.
Just a little music, John. What do you want to dance
talk
to?
me into
Yeah, what do you want to dance to?
I don't need any music. Oh, what do you like to dance? A waltz, a foxtrot?
Let's do a waltz.
A waltz? Gentlemen, a little
You
waltz,
want to move
please.
us back?
This tempo.
Let's do it all the way.
1, 2,
Oh, they'll
3.
dance right around
1, 2,
us.
3. Any kind of a waltz. Let me do the leading now. Good.
too.